sure.
You didn't just start the DM like, what's your email?
Yeah.
I don't know you.
You still gotta be genuine, like you said.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
genuine.
can't be like,
Just
yo, bro, what's
plotting.
that? Like, what you cooking? And then be
Right.
like, yo,
What's your
can I send you a
email?
loop? Like you can't
my loop in there.
Right.
You can't do that.
Add some of my loot.
You gotta
In
really
the
be
soup.
genuine. You can't just always be looking for a.
I need you to flip the Darth Vader theme song. Breezy's looking for something a little spooky. What? I'm not listening to you. Who are you?
Facts,
I'm
bro.
not doing it, bro. So I think that's great advice, though. I think you still got to put your, especially in the beginning, you got to put your shots up.
For sure.
Because those connections could still lead to something. If it's just sending a pack, it's sending a pack. That's nothing. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
So if someone asks for a pack, send it. But when it comes to that custom work, that's where I just start to. I don't do a lot of just custom work.
What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Cute Every Boy, a.k.a. TheWavMan, man. Here with TheWavMonopoly.com to bring you guys yet another Wave Monopoly podcast. And today, me and my co-host Vision get to bring you guys a very special one where we get to chop it up with a producer by the name of Dinuzzo. Yeah, that guy, you heard? Today, we get to bring just really good vibes in this podcast, guys. Gems all over the place. Dinuzzo has worked with Young Bleu on Beautiful Lies, which went #1 urban. Tory Lanez, It Doesn't Matter, his newest single. Countless others, man. Future, Trippie Redd. Just too much to get into right now, which is what we get into during this interview, all right? We get the ins and out of the music producer industry, what it takes to be successful, how we got to where he has been in this industry. But I don't want to hold you guys up too much, man. Let's get into this. Sure, I already know what time it is. Yay! What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Cute Everywhere, a.k.a. TheWavMan. Yeah, enough of that. It's not about me today. You dig?
Yes, sir.
I'm here with my guy, Vision, right here. And today, we have a very special podcast for you guys at home. We're here with Dinuzzo.
Yeah. We're gonna do this,
man. But who's Dinuzzo?
Right. That's what we're here to find out, man. That's what we're here to find out today, bro. So we appreciate you being on the show. Obviously, you family to us. We've been on each other, locked in.
Right.
And so we, want to take this time to really get to know you a little bit better, let the fans know you a little bit better, bro. So we're going to go ahead and get popped off with some questions and stuff, man. So
For sure.
well, first, I'll let you do a little introduction on who
Facts.
you are. You know what I'm saying? Rep your stuff, man. So who is Dinuzzo? Where you from, bro? Let's just start with that.
Well, I'm from Newport News, Virginia. You feel me? Born and raised, but I live in Florida now. You feel me? I done parted ways from the news, but
Facts.
like I'm from Newport News. Producer. I've been producing for probably 7 or 8 years now.
Okay. And then you also are an artist, though. Go ahead and rep that, though. Like, you ain't gonna be quiet about it. We gonna drop a clip of bro music in here somewhere.
Facts.
Right there, something,
Got to.
bro. Because bro, he being humble about it right now.
For
Bro's
sure.
cold.
And on top of that,
I ain't
he's really
drinking no
being.
tequila.
We haven't even told him what he really got into. Like, if y'all don't know, bro, Dinuzzo, big name, bro.
Big
He's a big deal.
producer.
Where can you give us some of your credit so we can get the familiar, and we'll really get into your, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so my first big placement was with I had did Dave East Enough on the Karma project. It was like the Karma one. That shit went crazy.
That's major.
Like that was my first little joint. I was in college, and then I did after that I did one for Jaden called Pass. It was like a little EP he dropped.
Yeah.
And I did On My Own with Jaden and Kid Cudi on Iris.
That's crazy.
And then I did The Hottest on the Bad Boys
Right.
for Jaden as well. And then after that, what did I do after that? Trippie Redd.
Trippy.
I did on Pegasus album, I did Trippie Redd,
There's
Future,
an NLE
Never
joint in
Change.
there.
Oh yeah, NLE and well, that was Arsenal song.
Okay. Right, but a
I know.
feature.
Fire
Right.
battle rapper. Well, he an artist, but you know what I mean?
Right.
yeah.
Facts.
We know him for that.
Facts.
Right,
Facts.
facts,
He really
facts,
spitting.
facts,
So
Facts.
Arsenal had did that one with NLE Chopper. And then after that I did what did I do? So the Trippie Redd, I did 2 on Trippie Redd album.
You did.
Pegasus, I did,
Didn't, what was but you did 2 though, but there was features on both of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
Who was
I
the
did
features?
Trippie Redd and Future, Never Change. and then I did Trippie Redd and Chris Brown Mood. So both of them came out on the same album. And then after that, I'm forgetting some stuff, but
Nah, you good.
I did Gotta Have It for Ty Dolla $ign,
Yeah.
Stefflon Don, Wale.
Oh, what about the joint with Sweetie?
Yeah, Sweetie, Kendra J.
Yup.
Seesaw joint.
Seesaw.
That was crazy. Then I did Young Blue, Kalani, Beautiful Lies.
Yup.
And then It Doesn't Matter for Tory.
And
I just
outside
did
for
Back
verse.
Outside for Verse. You know what I mean? That's family though.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Back Outside's crazy. And
It's a
I just did
Placements.
Dream Dog, Cash Dog.
Oh, facts. Yeah, that one was crazy
yeah.
too.
Fantasy.
Yeah,
That's
facts,
crazy.
facts.
I feel like I'm forgetting.
It's you probably definitely are, but that right there just
Yeah,
give y'all
that's
a
most of
little
the, like,
idea of.
What we about to get into for sure.
Come on,
Sure.
man. That's a crazy lineup though. Like
Crazy.
he said, like 3 with Jaden. Off rip, that's wild. Like, and you know,
Kid Cudi was on one of
bro,
those shows.
like what? That's crazy. That's
Super
legendary
crazy.
shit, bro. And you know, I know you probably most producers will be able to relate to this. I know the unreleased catalog is probably ridiculous. As we all know, you know how it goes. Like the unreleased joints be some of the craziest ones. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you been grinding, bro. That's crazy. Man.
I appreciate it, man.
Facts, bro.
We just getting started.
So how did it start for you? Like, when did you kind of find your love for music?
I feel like I always loved music though. Since I was young, I remember like I was like infatuated with like pianos. You know what I mean? So like every time I would see a piano, I'm like, I gotta go play.
Right.
Like so I go up there. I remember I used to go to my nana house in Philly. Like every time we would get there, we would drive. And like we might get there early in the morning. Like I go straight to the room with the keyboard and
Crazy.
and I would just play on it. I'd sit there and be trying to play the songs and stuff. But I never really learned how to play. Like, you know what I mean?
But
I didn't have
it
nobody
always-
to teach me. So I
But
just
it was
kinda,
the interest of you
Yeah, I just
from
used
an
to
early
play around on
age.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
And
hard.
That's kind of like how I knew I liked music. And then my dad, when I was growing up, he used to have like CD cases full of like instrumentals.
Right.
Like he would have all the like albums, but then he would have
Just instrumental.
instrumentals
Crazy.
downloaded, like all the hottest songs that was coming out.
Oh, downloaded?
Yeah, like
Oh.
you know, because people used to burn
Like
CDs back
LimeWire
then.
days.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know
bro,
how
I don't
he-
know if y'all know about them LimeWire days. I ain't going.
Crosswire
That's
and
some
LimeWire.
old people.
Oh,
See,
he
that's
said
my
something.
time.
Right.
That's my time, bro.
I know, bro.
Back
So-
when Soulja Boy was hacking that joint.
Yup.
I don't know if y'all know.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
Nah,
Soulja Boy
Soulja?
used to name his joint the hottest songs. So people download thinking they
He was
download other
finessing.
people. Yeah, bro. We thought we was about to get 50
Soulja
Cent
Boy is
joint.
crazy.
Drake?
He was really trolling. He was trolling before trolling.
Right.
You get me.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Wow.
bro. Yeah, bro. Super
Nah,
crazy.
hard.
Soulja Boy was really trolling before trolling.
Nah, that's
crazy.
real, bro. So you so from early on, I mean, it just was kind of like you knew music was the go-to for sure.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like when my dad, I started out wanting to rap. You know what I mean? Because I
Right.
used to just play
Right.
around with it. I think that's how most people
Yeah, for
start.
sure,
You know
for
what I mean? And like I said, my dad used to have the CDs, and my little brother rap too. Like he
Okay.
actually like probably the best. Like at
Damn,
freestyling.
right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
like we used to literally be on them long car trips, and
Oh, yeah.
he would throw the instrumentals on. We rap.
Facts.
Wow.
Like, that's literally
kind
how,
of crazy.
Because I had a
Fire.
young dad. My dad was
That's
young. You know what I mean? So he
fire.
was hip to all the
That's
hot
fire.
music, like all the hip hop, real hip hop records. Like we used to listen to DJ Clue,
Oh, he was
K
putting you
Slay.
on young, early.
Yeah, early.
listening
That's
to
where
all
them
of
crazy bounces be coming from. They in your brain,
Facts.
boy.
It's
Like,
embedded.
right,
So
bro.
that's how it started though. And then eventually once I got in high school, I met some people that like did music.
Right.
And like one of my close friends, he literally like had a mic at his crib.
Okay.
So I used to go over there. He was the first person to like let me record.
Right.
The songs were ass, but
So
you know what I mean? It was
But that was
good because
that's
it was the
fun
start,
though.
you know what
It's
I mean?
fun. You just starting off, like you just getting the feel of what you can do. And I
Yeah.
remember, like even for me being younger, like just I had to, when I first got the mic and all that, it was just fun just to sit on the mic, like
Word.
just say stuff, try
Yeah.
melodies. You know what I mean?
Hear yourself
Like,
back.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
like
bro.
that's an experience. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
for
And I
sure.
think that can change a lot for you. Like if you're really interested in that, then you keep it going and you kept it
Exactly.
going,
Yeah.
bro. So that's crazy, bro. That's you had a crazy upbringing with the music. So you said in high school you started doing that. At what point in time in high school were you making beats? Because we hear that you was rapping, we hear that you was freestyling on the mic. When did you tap into saying like, damn, let me see what these beats talking about?
For real, I used to want to make my own beats because See, I was real hip to the YouTube stuff, low key, like that, the whole type beat thing.
Yeah.
I knew that was probably gonna happen at a young age, so I never really like wanted to use YouTube beats. I was like, I don't know. It was just something about that. Like, I just felt like it would be so many people on
Everybody
the beats.
had access to them.
You know what I mean? So I just kind of was like, man, I want to teach myself how to do it.
That's fire.
And I was doing it because I wanted to rap. You know what I mean? But it ended up like, I ended up catching on fast because I just had an ear.
Right.
You know, so once my boy, I was literally in class, I remember, like, I'll never forget, like, the day, but I was in, like, AP history or something.
Okay.
And we used to be, like, bored in that class, just doing nothing. Like, the teacher let us do whatever, so we'd just be chilling on our phones. And my boy told me about this app called GarageBand.
Facts.
I didn't know what GarageBand was at first.
They
but
had that back then.
GarageBand.
Yeah. And it was on the phone, though. So, like, we would be, like, in class, just we both downloaded. We trying to see who making.
You could really cook up in GarageBand, though. Like
we literally used to be trying to remake, like see who can make the best beat. So I remember one day I went home. I'm trying to figure out how to make I'm Different 2 Chainz. Because it was a So I was playing around on a little keyboard and I low key made the joint. You know, I ain't had no sound packs or nothing, but I ended up making it and I came back the next day and like my boy was like, yo, like. He was like, yo, you kind of nice, bro. He's like, you ever heard of FL Studio? I'm like, nah. Like, and then so he like, yo, I'm gonna bring my computer tomorrow. My sister put it on my computer.
Damn.
So he kind of had like a little bit of knowledge on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he came, showed me couple of little tips like how to make a beat.
Right.
And then I used to run track back then, so we used to be in track practice, or track meets or whatever. And I remember it was like indoor track. I'll be sitting waiting on my race.
But I said there's a lot of free time in between, so you probably had time
Exactly.
to
So I'll be sitting there making beats on with the headphones trying to do it. But I didn't know what I was doing at first. So I like learned a lot from different people that kind of dibbled and dabbled with it. And eventually I started learning so much that I started getting nice. And then, YouTube, but at that time, YouTube didn't have all the
That's
tricks.
what not at that time,
So,
it wasn't as much. There
I
was
had
a
to
couple
learn from
people.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like certain people, but it wasn't really videos where they literally showing you what to do.
Right.
Like, it was just like cook-up videos.
Yeah,
like, you
for
see
sure,
Metro
right.
Boomin making a beat.
Right. I think the only people at that time might have been, like, the names I remember, and it might not even been that early, but, like, Taz Taylor and MJ Nichols.
Once they came out, that's when the secrets started coming
That's when
out.
stuff started up.
For real, Internet Money definitely, like, went crazy with telling their like they taught a lot of people how to make beats.
Not even just to mention they type beats though. They really was bodying type beats OD.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because I was like rapping to start off as well, and MJ Nichols, I was solid.
I remember his name. He was one of the top dudes.
Yeah. Shout out
to
Internet Money, man.
Shout out to them for real.
They was definitely one of the top dudes you would see on YouTube. Like, I'll just be going through beats.
See bruh's name all the time, bro.
That's a
so
fact.
you got in the so that's the question for real. So let me ask you this: do you still use FL today?
Yep.
You got to, bro.
Yeah, that's literally all I know, honestly. Like, I'm trying to learn other stuff, but I just kind of like I know so much. It's like there's no point of like
changing.
And I could do the rest, but it's just the only reason I want to know the other ones is because I know when I'm in sessions, it might be somebody that don't use FL.
That's a valuable skill to have.
So I want to be able to like hop on their computer and still be able to.
That's a valuable
crazy,
skill.
You know what I mean?
Right, that's facts.
So that's pretty much how I started. But really, what got me like after I had got my laptop, I had asked for a laptop for Christmas. After that, after I had like found out what FL Studio was, so my peoples got me a laptop, and then I had okay. Nobody believes me when I tell them this story, but one day I tweeted, like, I wish I had an Akai MPC because I used to see people playing the MPCs and the, the native instrument machine
that
or
definitely
whatever.
Coming up, like, as a producer, that type of stuff, seeing that was hard. Like,
it was
that's
like,
all you
like,
ever wanted was to be able to hit
Zaytoven
it.
to be like,
Zaytoven be in there.
Yeah,
you wanted to do that so bad. Yeah.
So, like, bro, I swear on my mom, bro, like, I literally was like, one night I was just up on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I tweeted, I wish I had an Akai PC or a native instrument machine, right? Yeah. Bruh, the next morning I wake up, I go to my phone, and I see a bunch of notifications, but I'm like, I don't know what it is. So I'm looking at it, it said Guitar Center. I didn't know what Guitar Center was at that time. You get what I'm saying? Because where I lived, Guitar Center was like an hour and a half this
So it
way,
was
or
OD.
an hour, or like 2 hours the other way.
Right.
So I'd never seen that store.
Right.
So I seen it were verified, but I'm like, I don't know who this is. Like, but they like literally posted a picture of a NPC, and they were like this ? So I'm like, I'm thinking it's fake, but when I was going through the comments, it's people like, send it to me. Like, that was bro.
That's
I still have it. Till
Oh,
this
they
day.
sent it?
Yes, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then I started DMing him or whatever. I'm like, yo, is this legit? Like, he's like, yeah, like, send us your address. We want to give it to you, whatever.
That's love.
And I didn't believe it at
big
first.
Endorsement Dinuzzo had endorsement
early before the
Damn, bro.
Like, low key,
crazy.
Guitar Center. If y'all watch this, like, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up.
Hey, they might.
It's lit now.
Facts.
It's because of y'all. Like,
They
you feel
looked
me?
out.
Like,
Hey, and
that
Guitar
low-key-
Center, hit me up too. I want one of them.
like,
I would like one too.
like no BS, bro. After that, like I had told friends about it. They ain't
didn't
believe
believe
it.
you.
Like, you know, they thinking like, yo, they about to send a bomb to your house. Like,
Oh,
Nah,
I'm like, yo, y'all
whatever,
hating.
bro.
Y'all hating, right? So
That's fire, bro.
they sent it. It really came in, bro. And it was my first like equipment.
And that's an expensive
you know what I mean?
piece of
Yeah,
equipment.
bro.
It was like,
Yeah.
and it was a little special edition.
Was it like
gold
it was like
NPC.
even the minis was
Crazy.
like 300.
Yeah,
the
I think the
minis.
one I had was like 500-600
Yeah,
when it
bro.
dropped.
I begged my mom one year for Christmas. I begged for the mini because I just knew it was about to take my. I just knew that's all I needed to unlock the next level.
Right.
I got the joint. Didn't use
That's really how I do.
I did a couple of these.
I used it for a little bit.
and I was like, yeah, I'm good. Go me for me, but
I used my
Use
joint
it.
for a little bit. It was hard to use it on FL though, because they didn't really.
it wasn't
you had to use
at
like
the
third
time.
party.
Really, it was not optimized.
Yeah.
Now you could easily integrate it into your
Yeah.
workflow, but at the time, no, it wasn't for sure. Like you would have had to make beats in machine, or
facts.
you know what I mean,
or MPC.
or yeah, you would have
Right,
had
right.
to do it in house in the.
right.
You know what I mean? And so it just didn't make as much sense.
And like
but-
at that time, I didn't know how to do nothing, so I was trying
yeah,
to figure out
routing stuff,
everything,
and
like,
even plugins at that time was wild.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
like
Like,
installing them.
oh, that was
just
crazy.
installing them Jones.
Where,
I
like,
bet it's crazy.
I
YouTube
never
tutorial.
figured out how to do Omnisphere
Oh no,
ever.
never. That's like
Took
a
me years.
bro.
to
That's
get
a
that on my
30-step
computer.
process.
Yeah, bro. I
Overnight
never could.
download. Like I
Yeah,
just
bro.
couldn't. I gave up on it. So by the time I
Yeah.
could get to it, I just didn't even care.
Nah, that's how it was for me. But that's literally what started, bro. Like once I got sent there, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm supposed to do this.
Yeah, no, that's
Because
a
why
sign.
would they just send me
Right,
that?
right,
you know what I
right.
mean? Like it was weird. So I just kept doing it. That was my first piece of equipment though. Like it's crazy.
That's fire.
I still got the DMs, bro.
So why people thought it was fake?
Nah, I'm just saying,
They thought
like, I
something
want
else
to
was
pull that
coming.
joint up one day. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I low-key need to, like, put that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Real.
The time that game or what you say, Guitar Center DMs me. That'd be low key a fire low.
It would.
Bro, if you go to that joint
And
and,
I have
just
the screenshot.
type under it
And
now,
then redo it.
like,
They
yo,
might send you something
appreciate
else.
y'all.
Yeah.
This what I
They're
did.
like, appreciate you. Here's a
here's the
right. Here's a
get
new
the whole
studio.
store.
Here's a new studio.
That'd be crazy.
That
Nah,
would be
for real.
wild, bro.
Hey, Guitar Center?
If you watching this Guitar Center,
Hit me up, man.
Guitar Center is definitely where I got my first equipment as well, though.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely went in there with my parents, bro, and they blessed one year, bro. Just blessed. Got me the AT 2020 jump.
Yeah.
And
Which is a great beginner mind.
yeah, bro. Like I had the USB joint.
Oh,
Yeah, straight USB, bro.
jeez. No interface? Yes.
No interface.
Straight to the
Yeah,
top.
bro. Straight to the jump.
Straight to the
Set straight to it, bro. But so when you're making beats, bro, when you started to really get into it,
Mm.
you know what? Because I know like this struggle when you first started making beats, that learning curve.
Yeah.
What kind of kept you going, bro? Just like not stopping, bro. Because I feel like there's a lot of people that started making beats, bro, but there's a lot of more people that stop just music in general, bro.
I think for me, when I started, though, I was in high school, like I said. So I didn't have, like, my dad didn't let me go nowhere. So I used to just be in the house stuck, you know what I
Facts.
mean, for the most part. But, like, I think it's because I actually, like, enjoyed doing it.
Right.
And I wasn't really doing it for nothing.
Right.
I wasn't doing it for money. I wasn't doing it to try to be famous. I was just
Right.
doing it for fun. Like, me and my little brother would literally be playing Madden at the same time. I'm making a beat.
Right.
He gonna be playing defense. I'm playing offense. So when I'm
Yeah,
off
switch.
offense, I'm making a beat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
fire.
that's how I used to go. And I just kind of like, just kept doing it, bro. Like, I wasn't like super crazy at first, but you could hear.
Right.
You could, cause I was sampling first. Like, I really started sampling.
The sample,
but
your
the
sample
samples I
chopping.
was flipping, and it's
Your
like
chopping ability
remember.
is crazy though.
I need to low key get back on that because I want to get crazy with the chops, like on some like no ID.
Right. Facts. Nah, that's
they-
crazy. You was in between Matt, like you was really getting. You was basically training yourself to be able to like cook quick because you like, damn, let me hurry up for this next down type.
Facts,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because you don't want to stop the workflow.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
Yeah, that's literally how it was, bro. I just like I love doing it. I played football and stuff. I remember telling people like on the team, like, yo, I'm making beats now. Like, you know, they ain't really like
how that? But how
Right.
that? So were you?
it was like one coach, bro, that actually like was interested, bro.
Right.
Like
But then I'm talking about like your peers, like, cause you even producing. You was producing in college, right? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's where it really got.
So
I got nice.
when did your peers start to be like, oh snap, bro, really like not even bro made it or none of that, but like, oh, bro's a producer.
Take you serious.
Yeah, when did that happen? Because I know early on, it's almost taboo, right?
Yeah.
When you say in high school, people like beats. What are you even talking about? Like that's not even a concept. So at when did it was like, damn, this is like, bro, really doing something? Like,
I think, you know, I used to do stuff for KR though. So,
Right.
like, I think once I started working with him, like I was doing a lot of like all of his stuff. So people would like see like the little billboard posts.
right?
You know, it'd be little stuff like that I produce, and they like, yo, like, you know, so
That's
that's kind of where
crazy.
people started like, all right, like we gotta take them serious now. And then I was in college, so I was meeting people in college that did music. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they respected me like
Right.
they was looking at me like, yo, bro, you gonna be nice. I had like my boy YR, like he was telling me like, yo, bro, you nice. Like, and this was like freshman year. You know what I mean? I was just getting into it, you know, so. And I remember I did a like little like talent show at my school for like Welcome Week, and people was going crazy. Like I had sampled all the hottest songs like that was playing in college. Like it was like a Fetty Wap joint.
So
like,
you did,
and I
some
kind of
stuff
did my
nobody
own little
thought.
mix with
Right,
it.
that's crazy.
And it was like people was like, yo, like, and this was early though.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I think that's when people started taking me serious a little bit. But people didn't take me serious still for a while. Like it was like they wouldn't take me serious enough to pay what I wanted to charge.
I know that's valid.
You know what I mean? And I wouldn't charge it. Like a lot of times I would have did stuff for free. But it was like after a while, I'm like, bro, I gotta make something. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
you know, you
at
can't
some
be
point,
just-
that's a good topic though.
You gotta
right?
do a lot
for
of free
sure.
stuff.
Because that to me feel like, you know, and you could piggyback on this for real, but that like, you know, give some advice if you can to the people out there, the creators out there. When do you start charging? When do you start charging? And then how do you how did you maybe determine your price?
I'm gonna be honest,
that's
it's like
tough.
it's hard to really gauge, like, but I would say like if you starting out, like you shouldn't be like, you know, certain people can't pay certain things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, especially when you first starting out, like everybody not gonna have 1,000 for me, 2,000
Right.
for
No, that's
me, or
facts.
whatever you want to charge. But you know, because that's what they be wanting to charge. But it's like, who got that to just be throwing for a beat? That you know what I
Right.
mean? So not like normal people that's
Right.
just
Right.
trying to make it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so I would just look out, bro. Like for real. I would say like I would charge at first. I would charge like I started out with like 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 50 a beat, and then you know eventually I got to like 100, 150. But a lot of times the way I do it, I work with people. Like if you willing to pay, like,
Right.
but you be honest, like what you. Like, yo,
Right.
bro, I can't really afford to do
Right.
that, but I can
That's-
do this. Like,
That's fair.
then I might just send it to you,
Right,
like, just
right.
cause it's like, oh, at least he really like taking my stuff serious.
Exactly.
But like when people would just shut my stuff down, like, oh, I ain't paying
I'm not
that
paying.
much. Then I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
gotta,
'cause I already
you gotta pay
own-
something.
Yeah,
Right.
facts.
You
It's
know,
like,
you could do the free joints for a minute, but like you gotta eventually pay something, bro. It's still my craft, like, cause like you said, you have a laptop, you got an
and
interface,
it takes time to do
plug
that.
in,
We pay
Right.
for all that.
years. You know what I mean? Of practice, like, bro, like you
We
gotta
pay
pay
for
me
all our
something.
equipment, bro,
That's
to do
facts.
that. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta respect that. And I tell people this. I be like, bro, if you sold t-shirts,
You're not selling that joint.
I'm not finna come get your t-shirt and be like, yo, let me try this on first. Let me wear this to the club real quick, and then I'm gonna see if I like it,
Right.
and then bring it back. If I
Right.
like it.
If I don't,
You know what I'm saying? You gonna
Right.
just buy that t-shirt right then and
Yeah.
there. So it's like, I tell people that, I be like, you gotta treat my beats like that too.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, and once I send it, you have it. So it's like, why would
yeah,
I-
because it ain't like yeah, that's
you
true.
can't get it back.
I
You
can't.
already
You're
sent
right.
it.
There's not a way to do that now.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's certain programs where you can send stuff that people can't download, but you can screenshot. You know,
Right.
Exactly.
there's
It's
no way
always a
around
finesse.
it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's always a finesse on that.
I think that's a gem though. That's you got to start somewhere.
Definitely.
I'm gonna be honest. For me, even to this day, like the whole like money situation is still one of my hardest like conversations to have, and I think that's where a manager comes in, which is
Yeah.
I
nice.
still have that issue because
Yeah,
I be
bro.
feeling bad. I be like,
yeah, it's
damn.
like damn, should I
Like, I wanna-
charge? You know what I mean? Because there's been times where I've been paid $50 a beat because it was a lease or something.
Yeah.
But then there's also been times I got 3 bands.
Right.
So then it's like, okay, do I make that my standard? Or is that not really fair? Because like you were saying, there's people that can't,
That don't have that same budget.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's a real iffy situation. Like I said, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to do free stuff. Like nobody gonna really respect you until they kind of like
true.
know you. So it's like at the end of it, like I did a lot of free stuff. Like like I didn't make money off the people that I'm talking about.
Right. No, facts.
Right.
The money I made was off of later stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it really don't matter. You know,
Money-
once you
the
start
money will
doing big
come.
records, it's gonna come.
Yeah, money
Right.
will come. So don't ruin relationships because
Right. Because of a quick
Yeah,
buck.
I say just find people that you really believe in and want to work with, and work with them for free, and just build. You know what I mean? Like that's really the way to do it, honestly. 'cause
That's the real. If
you don't want to be chasing.
That's the
placements.
real key. That's the real key, bro. Like if there's some people that I work with that are so tough. Like I'm not bringing up no price, no beat. Now when you release a song, make sure the splits is cool.
Right.
But I'm not
Facts.
worried about the upfront because I believe in your work, you believe in mine.
Yeah.
But we got to be fair. I ain't gonna believe in everybody's work. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
So
right.
that doesn't go across the board.
Right.
But there are some people that I work with that I want. There's no way. I
And-
wouldn't even. You
Yeah,
know what I
in
mean?
fact, I'm not no Hollywood person. So when people hit me, if they genuine and they
Right.
not like, yo, bro, take my beats, like,
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Right.
you gotta kind of build a relationship with
Got
people,
to.
literally, like, because it's like nobody gonna just work with you. Like, it's like
Nah, that's true. It's like a
unless
stranger.
you send me something and it's just fire, and I'm like, yo, send me more, like, and then it's like,
But that's a
all right,
risky
cool.
move just to start with that because if it's not fire,
Yeah,
then you
you
burnt the
gotta kinda-
bridge.
Facts.
But if you build a relationship and then you send some low key weak stuff, you can send some
checking
other
it.
stuff. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
but
right.
if I don't, you ain't even say hello, hi, how are you, and you just
They
Bro,
be
I be
doing
getting
that.
so many.
DMs be crazy.
I be getting so many DMs now. Like people
Oh,
are just trying to send me
D.
loops. Like they be like, "Yo,
love your work, bro.
they be
See if they
capping.
follow you. They don't
I be
even
like,
follow
bro,
you.
you probably don't even know what song I did. You just see what's on my page and just
Love
send
your
me that.
work, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like I like meeting genuine people. Like I work with a nobody that is genuine before.
Right.
But yeah, I work with somebody that's like a nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's genuine before
Right.
I work with somebody that's just sending me their stuff. Like,
No, that's
and
true.
just
That's valid.
expecting me to get on it. You know,
Right.
like. But that's that on that. But
That's a valid point, bro. Let's dive into we talked about the placements a little bit.
Mhm.
But like we did kind of just fly by them. Like say that and then-
Facts.
So I do want to ask, just on some of the most recent joints, how did It Doesn't Matter come about? By Tory Lanez. For those who don't know. I don't know why you don't know, but you should. So how did that come about?
So It Doesn't Matter. Honestly, bro, I did that beat. It was during COVID. I was literally just in my mom's house. Like low-key COVID was like where I locked in. Cause I was in there recording. I was in there getting better as a
Time just to
writer,
do whatever.
producer, like everything. So I had did a flip to Dilemma by Nelly and Kelly
Okay.
Rowland. I had did one version first that was cool. I did that in 2019. And then somebody I was talking to had asked me to just try and do it like reggae vibes or something like. And I was like, or but I don't really. I'm not Caribbean, so when I do
Right.
my reggae vibes, Afro vibes, it comes out however I do it. So
right.
it may feel Afro.
Has
You
a
know what I mean? But it still
has
got
a
that
bounce.
It still has that
Right,
bounce.
right.
So I just happened to be like playing around with the original beat.
Yeah.
I got rid of all the drums, and I did this version I did in 2020, and I just was playing around with it, bro. And I knew it was fire. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, this joint crazy. Like, but I had been sitting on that beat for like 2 years. Like,
That's wild.
you know what I mean? And I had my boy KC. Like once I finished the beat, I wanted to play the chords the exact same as they did in Dilemma, but I didn't use like the
Right.
I didn't use that. I just used the chords.
Okay.
So I had my boy KC just play the chords after I was done with the beat. And then it was fire. I already knew the joint was fire, but I never was thinking Tory when I made it. I was just making it. But you
that
know,
seemed like how it happens though.
Yeah,
it's
bro,
not
it
like
was weird.
people be like, I hear Drake on this and then Drake's on it.
Yeah.
It's usually not like
yeah. Fast forward, it was like 2022, and I'm chilling, and I get a call from my boy Kyle, and he's like, yo, bro, do you got the stems for Dilemma? And I'm like, I don't know, like that joint kind of old. So I'm like, which version? He thought it was the first version at first, but it wasn't. It was the second version. So he sent it to my guy Chaz, and then my guy Chaz, like, he called me and was like, hit me about the record too. They just kept blowing my phone up, so I knew it was something. Like, I'm like, okay. So I found the stems to the second version. I sent it over to them, and this is like still to this day the fastest record I ever had dropped.
After the stems that were asked for.
Cause like usually it take like a minute for they drop it.
You
like,
know how it go for
but
sure.
This one, it was like they hit me about it on Monday, and it dropped Friday.
Oh wow,
crazy.
So I was like, dang, like, and you know, I seen Tory post up the video. I'm like, yo, like,
that's crazy.
he just went crazy. But like after I heard him more, I'm like, dang, like he was the perfect person to do that. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? He killed that joint too. The joint's on the radio right now. So
that's crazy.
It's lit, bro.
That's how it be, though.
You know, I didn't expect it though. That one just kind of like
that stem talk is real though. I feel like there's different levels to confirming if your placement is legit. Ultimately, my saying is it ain't out till it's out. So I don't care if you got paperwork. I don't care if you got paid. It doesn't really mean nothing. Right. You know what I mean? But I will say this. You know, getting a confirmation, that's cool. Doesn't really mean much, right? But getting paperwork, okay, now we're really kind of starting to move the ball. Right. Getting paid, that's like, I'm really sure this is coming out, but that stem talk, when they ask for them stems, it's really like, if you combine all them things together, the probability of that record coming out is, now that's pretty high.
Facts.
There's not too many times that you could get, well, first of all, not many people are getting paid before the record comes out anyways, to clarify. But I'm just saying, if you were to get paid, paperwork and stem, right, that's a whole nother, and stems, them joints, that stem talk starts to initiate a different trajectory of your placement. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not a lot of times are people just asking for stems just cause.
Right.
Like, that usually means they're mixing. You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
So if the record don't come out now, but it may come out later, they got the stem.
Right.
So
that's a fact.
That's valid, bro. That's fire.
That's how that one came out, though, bro. It was just like random, bro.
That's so
like,
dope, though.
Super random. And it was a banger, like, which was dope.
Big banger.
Because, like, you know, usually when I have a placement come out, it don't never sound like what I expected.
Yeah.
Like, I be like, oh, I know he gonna come crazy. I might hear it. I be like,
some mid.
Like, no disrespect to nobody, but it's just like,
right.
you know how you got a certain expectation for certain artists.
Right.
So, you know, sometimes it's not what you think. But Tory, he did that.
He bodied
He
that.
bodied it.
Killed
Like, it was
Perfect vibe.
literally what I thought he would do.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
You becoming crazy on most joints for real.
yeah.
So in that take, how you got that placement, it seemed like there was a couple people, you know, how this came about, just networking. So how big do you think networking, of course, is in this game, and what kind of advice would you give younger, you know, producers, artists to networking and get those type of situations?
It's really everything, bro. I feel like that's really the biggest thing. You know what I mean? Because you could be decent at beats, but if you know the right people, you could get placements. You know what I mean? Because, like, if they rock with you, they going to work with you. It don't really be matter, and they gonna get the record done anyway. Like, you might do the skeleton of the beat, and they might have somebody come in and add instruments, like, you know. So, I think that's the biggest thing, honestly, because, like, a lot of the people that I met, like, even y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? We just randomly met.
Right.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I mean? Now we all here, so it's like, he from Virginia, you know what I mean? I met him
That's
through an
even
Instagram
crazier,
video,
right,
bro. I see him
right.
singing, and I'm like, yo, bro, you fired. Like,
Right, that's
let's work. Like,
crazy.
and I just used to do that because I just, if I see you and I think you dope, like,
That's way before
I'ma
the
work
Wave
with
Man.
yeah, they don't even know.
Way
Like,
Way before the
Wave.
Wave Man, bro.
like, we
For
talked
real.
about this whole wave monopoly thing before it happened.
Facts.
It happened. Like, now it's here. Like,
Facts.
so I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of people that I started working with, like, I might have met them through the internet, bro. Like, people from my hometown wasn't working with me.
Right.
So it was like, I was working with people LA, Atlanta, like
Got to.
Cali,
Right.
or
And
I already said
networking,
LA, but
that
you know what I mean?
networking stuff is
New York,
is
like
vicious,
just
bro.
meeting people, bro. And I might not have met some of my closest friends to this day are people that I met through the internet.
Right.
That's
You know what I
valid,
mean?
bro.
So the internet is just crazy. So, you know, you gotta take advantage of meeting people, you know. And you know, I'm not saying the people that's already up. You gotta meet people that are
Right.
also on the same level as you
That's
because
right.
you don't never know who's gonna be the next person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's people that I literally worked with in the beginning and they're huge now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's facts.
And I watched it happen. So that really like kept me motivated. Like I
Right.
know if
Your
people
time
around me
coming.
going up,
Right.
it gotta be coming for me
Time
next.
coming.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
that's literally everything. Like I feel like networking is the most important thing. Like obviously you gotta have the music.
True.
You know what I mean?
Helps.
That don't mean
that helps for sure.
that don't mean don't work on beats, but
right.
or work on songs. Like you still gotta go lock in. You gotta put the time in. Like you have to.
But
like
the
I put
networking
10,000
is-
hours
that's
in,
it,
bro.
bro.
Like
For
real
sure.
talk. Like
oh yeah,
For sure.
like
Oh,
it
the
was times where I was
10,000
locked
surprise,
in, bro.
yeah.
I was in college. I was known as the dude making beats. in the room.
That's when I
So-
reconnected for real. Was like when you was. I remember like you was in your dorm cooking
every
up. Like
day.
bro, listen to this.
Periscope
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro. Yeah, bro.
before the lives.
that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So it's really like you really gotta lock in. Like the people that really lock in, that really put that time in, they're gonna be the ones that last the longest. Like, you know what I mean? You don't wanna be
Gotta-
no
It's like you gotta be over. And I think I made a video low key about this. It was a joke, but not really. It's really honest. When people was like, "Oh, you're a producer," I'm like, "Yeah." What do you do all day? Oh, you just make beats all day? Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Being a producer is way. I wish, honestly, if I could just make beats all day and they just magically found themselves to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The artist's hands and all that got done with. But like you just said, you got to be a networker, and that alone is a multi. I mean, that's
Facts.
connecting with people, maintaining
It's a skill.
relationships,
is.
reaching out, learning how to talk to people. All that in one is a huge job in itself. But then you got to be a creator, making the actual music. But then you have to be kind of like a student because you have to continue to learn to work on your craft. You got to be a salesman. You got to be able to pitch your own stuff.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, it's so much more than what people make it. People just look at the beats.
you
And then
can't be
that-
scared to reach out either. That's another thing I was gonna say.
bro, for
Like
sure.
a lot of people have this like ego thing where they like, oh, I don't wanna reach out because he probably Hollywood, like, or he probably ain't gonna work with me. Like
Shoot, reach
you
out.
can't do that, bro. Everybody not gonna answer you. You know what I mean? Like
Shit, no,
everybody's
shit,
not
no.
gonna respond to you, bro.
Right.
But it's gonna be that one person that do. You know what I mean? And you work with them and you just keep pushing until eventually you get your break. And then
Right.
boom. You know what I mean? People be thinking too much. It be ego issues. Like
Yeah.
I'm genuine, bro. Like, so I would just reach out to people. Like, I always show love who I thought was fired. You know what I mean? And
Facts.
that's literally it, bro. It don't be that hard. You know what I mean? And when you got good energy, you know what I mean?
For
People
sure.
gonna automatically gravitate towards you.
For
Like,
sure.
you just gotta have good energy, literally.
So going back to the being able to pitch yourself, you know, sell your skills to, you know, potential people to collab with, anybody. How do y'all think it's like, because there's a fine line between, you know, being cocky maybe or, you know, not, like I'm the type, bro, real talk. I'm gonna go in the room, bro. I'm not, you know, nobody finna know nothing
Right.
unless, like literally.
Yeah.
And that could be a disservice.
Yeah.
Really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think? How do you go about, you know, kind of, you know, making sure that you know, sell yourself to people without maybe coming across too overly? Like, what's your take on that?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like I said, you just gotta have good energy, bro.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
True,
it,
true,
bro.
true.
It's like, it's not that hard,
I feel like it's something you can't teach.
Yeah, it's
Quite
just
honestly.
like,
Facts.
You damn
I
near
mean, you
just
already
gotta,
do it, bro. Like, people wouldn't know who you are if, like,
Nah,
you didn't have good energy. Like, you know what I
Facts.
mean? Like, they might not know your work,
right.
but, I mean, you know what I'm saying? When they do
Vibes.
hear it, they're gonna be like, whoa. Like,
Right.
Vibes and energy is everything.
Yeah, bro.
You could
like,
tell it. You could feel it.
You could tell
sense
somebody
it.
that's intelligent. You could tell somebody that really know what they talking about. You know,
Nah,
and people that
true.
really put in the work and study. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
right.
it's like, it's
Just
really
have pure
that.
intentions for real. Like,
Facts.
hey, like, and I did a video on this the other day too, like building relationships.
Right.
Like, number one is when you want to build a relationship with somebody, tap in often, and not just when you need something.
Check in.
check
Check
in.
in.
Like, bro, like if you see someone posting something and they're a producer that you want to work with, but they're taking on a new hobby of being a chef and they cooking up, you know, people not swiping up on that saying, oh, you going crazy, bro. They swiping up on the beat stuff. And when he posts his email, swipe up, be like, dang, bro, you going crazy. Like, what's that?
Right.
Oh, are you interested in what I'm interested in? Like, and be genuine about it. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all chopping it up. Cool. Don't, you know what I mean? Swipe up again on something else. Chopping up. So now when that time does come, when he's like sending loops or whatever, he gonna really work with you because you've been showing love beforehand. You didn't just start the DM like, what's your email?
Yeah.
I don't know you.
You still gotta be genuine, like you said. Like you can't be like,
just
yo, bro, what's
plotting.
that? Like, what you cooking? And then be like, yo,
what's
can I send you a loop? Like, you
can't throw my loop in there.
Right. You can't do that.
Add some of my loop.
You gotta really be genuine. You can't just always be looking for
backs.
something back.
But and I think what happens when you're just naturally looking to be interested in people and build those relationships, people can feel that and it'll be returned and it won't be forced.
Yeah,
it won't be. Because if you force it, it'll know and it just won't work. So you got to be genuine. You have to be interested in knowing someone. Everything ain't about you and your success. Be willing to be selfless sometimes and care about someone else and put that energy out. It will return to you, bro.
Right. That's a fact.
It will return to you. I've done it over and over and over again, building with different people, bro. And it's the easiest way to build with people. And I tap in, and then what you end up doing is making friends. Y'all's vibe may not really match. Like everyone can't collab.
Right.
I done had loops that I done send to people that are like Grammy, platinum, da. You know, and they completely didn't like them, and then I sent them to someone else that was, and they bodied the whole pack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything ain't just gonna hit that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't be mad because someone don't use your stuff. Don't be like, and don't take it personal. Really, that's the main thing. I feel like people will be like, "Oh, you don't mess with I'm cool on you, then, bro.
Right.
I'm never sending you a pack again." Okay, well,
nah, that really be people. They be upset,
bro. Like, okay,
they be like, bro, I was busy.
Like that for real.
Yeah,
they be like, bro, I was busy. I was like,
sorry, I have a life.
Stuff.
Like, bro, I was in the shower. Bro, like,
it's cool, bro.
Like, I'm gonna be real. I used to make beats really a lot. Like, you know, I don't make beats as much as I used to, but I still like now I've gotten to a point where I know like I can make industry sounding beat.
Right.
No matter
quality. It's
you know
quality
what I mean?
over
Like,
quantity now for sure.
Yeah, I do. I'm all about quality. Like the people that make 20 beats a day, like that's pointless.
Right.
Like it's cool. Like you can get your practice in. Like when you grinding, that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. When you grinding, but there comes a time where that's not necessary.
Right.
Nah, it's like because you want to make quality stuff
well,
that don't sound the same.
If you're not
every
placing
time.
20 beats, then I'm sorry. That just
it doesn't make sense.
You
That's
don't-
what I'm saying.
you don't
Unless
need
you got that many artists to
Well, that's
produce
what I'm
for,
saying,
it's
and
like-
that's valid. Like if you don't have 20 plays, I'm sorry. You just and some people may disagree, but I just think we just start cranking stuff out, and I went from making beats really, really slow and taking my time and enjoying the process to saying, oh, I got to work faster to get more beats out. Learn how to make beats really, really fast. But then I started to notice a drop in quality. I was like, ooh, these not really hitting for real. I switched back to taking my time and enjoying the process. But I'm not like you said, I'm honestly, bro, I might make 2 beats a week.
Yeah, bro. That'd be me now. But I've been trying to like pick it up again, like, because I don't want to fall back behind.
Well, it's not even falling back, but it's just like, I mean, and not to mention the 500 beats you already created. Like, once you got that bank of beats, like,
that's a fact.
I be sending old
That's why I
packs
said in the
out.
beginning it's important.
Yeah.
But like,
Grind
once you
in the
get into
beginning.
that point of like, you
So
already getting placements, you got connections and stuff,
Yeah.
it's like, you got to be making the hottest stuff because you competing with the big dogs.
Yeah.
Like, it's people that's really nice.
Really nice.
You know what I mean? I get in certain rooms and I be like,
Yeah.
but people still rock with me because they love what I do. But it be like, I be like intimidated sometimes. I be like, dang, bro, these dudes really is like
really producing.
Like I be hearing some beats, I'm like, yo, I need to go lock in.
Right.
Oh man.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's good though.
For sure.
It really it keeps you going. You know what I mean? Like you need that because it's like if you think you the best, bro, you not gonna be the best for long. Like,
and that's what's gonna keep getting you better too.
Exactly. Like it's like you gotta like always try to like be better than what you was last year or whatever.
Always grinding type.
Literally, bro.
Nah, that's valid, bro. So like I think we don't went over gyms, we don't went over placements. Let's tap into this. I think this is a good one on tap in. You did say you started off as an artist. and then you started making beats. You needed to make some beats to be an artist, but then you started making beats full time. You are now tapping in as an artist again. What does Dinuzzo, the artist, look like in 2023? What can we expect from maybe even earlier as 2022? But I'm just saying in the future, right? What are we looking at? As an artist.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have no plans. That's the thing. Like because I'm a producer first, I feel like I don't got the pressure.
Right.
Like I don't have the pressure these artists got.
Right.
These artists like they have to drop. Or people like, oh, you fell off. Like,
right.
See, me, I'm a producer, so I'm not gonna fall off as a producer. Right. I'm just finna keep doing that. But my artist stuff I got better over time, bro, from making beats. Like I started learning how to arrange songs just by making beats, like, and using acapellas, and like, I'm like, oh, so I started getting better as a writer, just working, and I work with all my friends, like a lot of I got homeboys that write for me, like, you know what I mean? They gonna help me write, like, not literally write all my records, but you know what I mean? Like, we might be in the room, we bouncing off ideas.
And that's
like,
the best.
They like,
vibes.
nah, you should say this, like, so I'm like, bet, like, I'm saying it, you know what I mean? And they like the way I say it different than they did, you know what I mean?
That's the best vibes.
I love working like that. Like, I don't care about that, you got writers. Like, I don't care about that because I could write my own songs, if I want to, and make my own beat and record myself.
But we know collaboration.
It's about collaborating,
bro. You look at the industry now. There's not going to be too many songs that are out right now on any charts that only one person made.
No.
Unless Hit Boy.
And I'm talking right. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm talking about even from the whole song perspective. You're not going to find a song that's out that the producer made the whole beat himself, and the artist wrote the whole stuff themselves as well. That just is not where we at.
That's another convo, but
yeah,
we don't gotta get into that. You know what I mean? Because it's a part of the game. Everybody plays a part in the record. You know what I mean? It's like they might not make the beat, but they might have sent the beat to that artist.
And that's important.
Or they might have made that play and got that record to come out because they over here talking to the artist and they like,
important.
Yo, bro, you need to put this out. This the one. Like, so it's all like everybody has a piece in the play,
Right. Yeah.
Everybody play their role, you know what I mean? So
can't be selfish with it.
Nah, you can't, because you never gonna get nowhere just worrying about you, like trying to be the only one on the record. Like, I always tell people, like, would you rather have a slice of a watermelon,
right,
or a whole grape?
Right.
And most people gonna be like, oh, I want a whole grape.
I guess.
And I'm like, why? And then when you say
the watermelon,
I be like, nah. I be like, the watermelon's way more food, bro.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
It's a small piece of the watermelon, but
it's like a piece of the whole. It's just, it seems like people just don't like the idea of they pie being broken down. Like, they want the whole pie, but it's like, you're not gonna get it.
Right.
You could try it that way, but I'm telling you right now, bro, somebody's gonna get a piece.
Facts.
Somebody's gonna get a piece.
Especially if you want to be in the industry and really playing with those. Yeah, bro.
Once you get to a certain point, you could probably make those type of demands, but it's like, even then, like, you still gonna fall off eventually because you need to hear new stuff. You need to have new vibes, like
new people to
if
push
you want to keep being at the top.
Yeah, that's valid, bro.
Like, you have to. But
so what do we think about? Because me personally, I've had a couple experiences. I don't got no placements or nothing, but I've had plenty of people hit me up. You know what I'm saying? They saying they could do this for me, saying they can get this to this person, and the IGs be looking lit. Lit, bro. I'm talking about
accolades all over.
I've had me personally, bro. I had a barber hit me.
Wow.
He cutting the stars for real.
Wow.
He saying he could get some. I'm sending tracks. This other dude, literally everywhere. I don't know what he do. I don't even want to talk about that one. But I don't know what this dude do, bro. But bro, sending records, bro.
Yeah, that's a part of the game, though. I feel like. You
gotta shoot your shot.
You gotta shoot your shot, but I guess the question is how many shots and for who you shooting for.
Right.
Because at what point does it get? Because let's be honest, bro. Right, we know. Right, when Breezy, when you start to get tapped into the industry, you know stuff is cap or not when you hear it from multiple reliable sources, right? Or something's mad specific. For example, when Tiana Taylor was taking records, right? That's mad specific, and I heard that from multiple people, like that I know are tapped in. So I know that's not cap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But where Cap comes in is where we all know Chris Brown's about to drop an album, and everyone's like, we're taking Breezy's stuff right now. We're trying to finish up the album. We're looking for a single. You know how many times I hear that, bro?
Everybody's not him.
Everybody's not him.
I'm gonna say that like it be like you start to realize who's like once you start. You're going to have to go through that.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got
but
to.
But once you start going through that so many times, you start realizing who's saying BS and who's really about they.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
A lot of my placements came from certain people, bro. It's like a couple people.
And so when they say stuff, you probably listen.
I know it's real.
You know it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even have to question it.
So now you like chopping through it now. Now you don't even.
Yeah, like,
so you have to. Okay, so the advice would be.
I still shoot my shot every now and again.
For
sure,
like,
if it's somebody that I don't really know like that, and they hit me and they like, yo, send some beats for it. So
and if it's not, sending a pack ain't nothing, right? Like, it's where I think like I kind of feel like where it becomes like you're asking for specific customized material.
Nah, facts. That's where it gets annoying because they're like, oh, we're looking for this type of vibe, like the A&R list.
Yeah.
Like
the looking list and they send them out.
All that be BS.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Because it's like, yo, like y'all don't even know what the artist really want.
And and I ain't even.
You know what I mean? That's
you can't get into that.
And it's like, yo,
I don't know what A&R list is.
My thing is like, yo, like maybe, nah, bro, you know,
it's
like,
just a list of. It's like a looking list, right? Okay. They drop it. It's from the labels or whatever, and what every artist is currently looking for, their vibe.
Okay.
Not every artist, but who's accepting stuff.
Okay.
They'll be like hooks, demos, up tempo, R&B, da. Okay. But I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never got no playoff, no looking list. I haven't.
Me neither.
And 9 times out of 10, when you follow that, you come to find out when you get a little bit closer, or the album actually dropped, none of them vibes be on there that they said it was.
Facts. And that's the thing. So the question is right there, like, why are they sending those out?
That's the game, bro. I don't know. That's the part I can't answer.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. So shoot your shots. Put them up. It'll do quality control. When things start to hit, make sure you keep track of that. I would avoid spreading myself too thin. I'm not doing a bunch of custom work. I'm just not like, if you're asking for me to, when people ask specifically,
like, yo, Rihanna's working on the album.
Yeah, come on.
You know how many times I heard that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
Yo, send beats for Rihanna. She's looking for these vibes.
They've been saying that for 2 years.
Nigga, 6, 7.
never drop.
Oh my!
But they've been saying she dropped when I was a freshman in college, bro.
I'm cool.
Oh my!
There's certain things I'm just not answering.
A freshman in college, bro.
I need you to flip the Darth Vader theme song. Breezy's looking for something a little spooky. What? I'm not listening to you. Who are you?
Facts.
I'm not doing it, bro. So I think that's great advice, though. I think you still got to put especially in the beginning, you got to put your shots up.
For sure.
Because those connections could still lead to something. If it's just sending a pack, it's sending a pack. That's nothing. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
So if someone asks for a pack, send it. But when it comes to that custom work, that's where I just start to. I don't do a lot of just custom work. Just don't.
You're going to meet the right people and you're going to know they like really serious and they really in the rooms. And then that's when like you start eliminating all of that. Like,
right.
Like,
then all that's done with. Right. Because you going straight to the source.
Yeah.
When you get close like that, that's what I feel like is nice. It's like when you can hit the artist or when you can text the records over yourself, then you can get direct feedback on what they feeling for real.
Yeah.
You don't
Me personally, I never really like had a connection with the artist. So like a lot of like my placements, I might not even been in the room with them.
Nah, but they've been like 2 steps.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Really one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking like where for some people, they have to send it to someone, to send it to someone, to send it to someone, to get it to the writer, to who might be in the session to play. You know what I mean?
I had to do that too, though. Like,
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying as you get closer to where you at now, it gets easier to do. It gets a little
Start becoming less people.
Yeah. The list starts to shorten. Yeah. You don't have to start making a bunch of whatever. Like, or, you got certain people right now that if they ask for something custom and specific, you would 100% do it.
Yeah.
Because you know what they can do. And I think that just goes back to your point of getting that done that way. When you know someone's keeping it 100, you can do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you come in contact with some artists.
Yeah, I just started. I'm gonna be honest. I just started meeting artists, bro. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like,
but you got some artists that you could just.
I do. Oh,
yeah.
Well,
I ain't gonna say it. You can say it. You can say it.
I mean, like,
I ain't gonna say it. Huh?
Like Friday.
No.
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about.
You talking about? Yeah, you talking about a close
Oh,
friend.
yeah. Yeah, nah, I feel you.
I ain't gonna. We cut that out.
Yeah, no, that's true though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I just, but like I said, I just started
Right.
meeting artists, bro. It took a
Right.
long time, bro, for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't grow up with these people. I wasn't
Right.
with them when they was grinding. So like, you gotta look at it like that.
Right.
Like, people not gonna just invite you
Just
in their
let you
circle.
in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like, you
facts.
gotta meet them and you gotta actually know them and they gotta actually rock with you. Like, that's why I said in the beginning, like, it's better off you just building with somebody and
Yeah.
really like locking in with them and trying to get them to a certain point.
Right.
Or, you know, y'all get each other to a certain point by just working. You know, you might mess around and have somebody and blow them up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then now you lit.
Now you lit because you did
You
their
know what I mean?
songs or you the first person they think of.
I wish I had that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wish I grew up in a state like Atlanta.
Right.
Well, not Atlanta, but Georgia. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? In
nah,
the city
facts.
of Atlanta.
Right.
That community
Or
different.
Cali. Like, if I would have grew up in any of them places, even Florida, like,
Right.
I feel like if I would have went to school out here, I would have met a lot of the people that's
yeah,
right
facts.
now. Because they like our age, bro. It's
Right,
like
right,
I would have
right.
went to school with them or
That's
knew somebody
true.
that knew them.
Right.
Easy.
Had
Like
direct
now,
links.
like in Virginia, it's not like that.
That's
Like,
why I
so
moved. I feel you. I'm
At all.
from Ohio, so
It's not like that, bro.
Virginia and Ohio, the same situation.
For real.
It ain't.
And
it
it's
ain't
sad though,
popping.
because Virginia is known for people that do music. So it'd be like, you
Right.
would think that, like,
Right.
you know what I mean? But we haven't had nobody blow up in
Recent.
years. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
not
yeah.
nobody recent where they blew up.
Missy
Blew up.
Elliott,
Like,
Pharrell and them.
yeah. Like, so it's just.
Some
that's just
OG
how it is.
legends,
Right.
but like I see what you're saying. It's not like the music hub.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact.
Could be. What you think it is? What's the reason you think that? You think we don't have our own sound
We
type?
don't have a scene, bro. It's like,
Okay.
it's just like, I feel like if somebody blows up now, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I think if somebody was to blow up right now, it would open up doors, like an artist. Cause they'll be like, dang, Virginia got people like this. Like, but they gotta be elite.
They gotta be.
They have to be, because Virginia's known for elite people.
Okay.
So it's like,
because
it
there's a lot
can't
of
be no
trap
regular,
music going
it
on
can't be
down
no
there right
regular
now.
like trap stuff. Like,
That's
it has
gotta
to
be
be like, you
something.
gotta be one of them.
Okay.
Like one of them that's gonna be here
Right.
forever.
I
You know
get
what I
you.
mean? And I feel like once that happens, then, you know what I mean? Then I think it's gonna open a lot of doors and people gonna start looking in Virginia like,
Right.
yo, let's go see what they got. But we don't have no scene. Like, it ain't no like people coming there.
Facts.
For-
You're right. You're right.
You know, that's really the problem, honestly.
So speaking of artists that you did meet, I seen you did meet Young Bleu.
Yeah.
You posted that and you have the Beautiful Eyes placement. And does that kind of go back to what you were saying about how you kind of have to dig through the weeds to find your reliable sources, or how did that kind of come about getting that placement?
So,
You good.
so the Young Bleu placement, like, that one, once again, like I said, the collabing thing, like, people, you never know who's like paying attention. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
it might be somebody sending your stuff out, right? But, you know, they might think it's their stuff, but if they keep seeing your name, they're gonna be
Yeah.
like, yo, who? Like,
Yeah.
why is this guy's name always on here?
Right.
You know, so my stuff had been getting sent to someone, you know what I mean? To my guy Chaz, you know, he just happened to reach out to me, bro, like on a random day.
Right.
I'm in the crib with my mom, and I had already done a lot of stuff that was sent to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was trying to do something with it. The Dream Dog joint kind of low key happened with him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like, I literally like, he literally just called me, bro, one day and was just like, yo, bro, you busy? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'd
Right.
had his number. I was connected with him, but I ain't really know him like that. You know what I mean? To where he was just hitting me. Like, so
Right.
he just randomly called me one day, like, and this is because I've been putting in work, though.
Exactly.
Like, I had been doing mad beats, and a lot of them started from me, so he was hearing them. He like, yo, like, this dude got some fire,
heat. For
fire
sure,
songs,
for
bro.
sure, for
Records,
sure.
everything. Like, I got records, I got beats, I got whatever.
Right.
So, he literally hit me one day. He's like, bro, you busy right now? I was like, nah, I'm just in here chilling with my mom, right? He like, bet I need you to do a beat. He's like, I'm in here with Young Bleu right now, and he's cutting a record. And it
Look
was
at that custom.
they
I
was-
was just saying that.
they was cutting to a guitar. You know what I mean? It was just a
Right,
guitar.
right.
Mind you, it was a Spice loop.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard it. I had this loop
like you knew what it
in
was.
my computer before.
Right.
So I heard, I'm like, this sounds familiar. Like, so I, you know, he sent it to me. He like, yeah, they working on a record. You know, if you knock it out, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty
Easy
much
placement.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Secured, right.
Mind you, I didn't hear nothing. I don't know what he was sounding like on the beat.
Oh.
So I'm like,
the
all right.
pocket could have been
Then
anything.
he hit me with the like, he like, all right, he like, I need it in 20 minutes though. And I'm like,
what?
20 minutes? Like, so I had just happened to do a beat like that week.
And it fit the vibe.
And it was that tempo. And it was like, I'm like listening to it, I'm like, yo, this joint would sound crazy with.
Wow.
Like, I just knew it was going to be crazy. Like, once I stripped the melody that I had originally.
Wow.
And I took the drums, I literally exported the stems, pulled them into the session with the guitar.
Yeah.
And then I put the drums up there and I changed the 808, changed the bass line.
To match the bass line.
And
Sheesh.
and it was perfect. Like, it sounded like a song a singer would be on. I just literally nailed it, bro.
Wow.
Literally, like, and they kept everything I had. It was like the exact same. They just rearranged it a little bit because, you know,
right.
Kalani was on it, so they had to like structure it a certain way based off how they did the record. But I literally did it exactly like what they was looking for.
Bro, that's actually crazy.
Nah, it's really,
I didn't
it's
even
really
know that.
wild,
I didn't
bro.
know this part of the story.
Like, low key, like, my plaque's gonna have to go in my mom's crib. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because I'm just like,
that's crazy.
I made mad hits there.
That's legendary for real.
Like, a lot of my records that's coming out now, I made there.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I'm like,
shout out to mom.
For real.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I was just out here,
real.
just working.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that Bleu, that was the one. That was my big one. You know what I mean? That was the one that really like.
That set it off.
And it's funny because when Chaz had ended up calling me like and playing it for me on like on the phone.
Yeah.
Man, I heard this joint. I'm like, yo, this joint crazy. Like, I already knew. Like, I'm like, nah, this sound like one of the one. And it sounded different from what he had.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then he had just dropped Your Mind Still, so it kind of like felt like that vibe. So it was just wild because I didn't really like. I wasn't thinking that when I did it.
At all.
And
that's crazy.
It was like
That's
perfect,
crazy.
bro. And I got to meet him like, you know, not too long after. I had to like finesse to get into the club and do extra stuff. But
it was some extra stuff.
But like, you know, when I met him, it was all love. He showed love. You know what I mean? Took my number, you know what I mean? And then I had another song coming out with him on Moneybag. I forgot. Moneybag Yo. So I did one for Moneybag Yo on his album too. This Feeling.
That's crazy.
Him, Janaya, and Young Bleu.
Yeah.
So like, I had mentioned it because I heard about it. I already knew it was about to come. So I'm like,
so that's how he knew he.
Yeah, I told him, I'm like, yo, bro, I did the joint you just did for Moneybag too.
And
He thought about it. He was like, oh, the one I just did for Moneybag, yo. He was like, yeah, that joint hard, bro. He was like, yo, send me a pack, bro. Send me a pack.
Yeah,
That's how he was. Like, it
yeah.
was literally like that. You know what I mean? He showed love though, like, you know, because every artist don't be like that. Like,
Nah, that's true. That's true, man.
They don't really like look to me.
It's only the beginning, man.
Yeah. And mind you, like, you know, he was
only the
taking pictures in the
beginning.
back. It was like one of them fan moments. So I'm like, I hate that. Like, I don't like looking like no fan. Because I already know what I do. So it'd be kind of annoying because you got all the fanboys.
Right.
And people like just hyped to meet him.
Right.
You know, and I was the last person to meet him. And mind you, he looked like he was ready to go. He didn't feel like talking to nobody.
Right.
But when they told him who I was and what I did, he's like, oh, like, and he got hyped. Talked to me. We took a picture. You know what I mean? Somebody was taking pictures. I didn't even know.
Fire.
You know what I mean? So it was fire. Like, but that one was definitely the one. That was the big one. That's the one that changed. I feel like everything, honestly.
I agree, bro. I mean, seem like it's only up from here, my boy.
Yeah, bro. And y'all seen me before.
Yeah.
So y'all seen me before all these placements. So
Yeah,
it's like,
facts, bro.
and it's happening fast. So it's like, once you start getting rolling, bro, it get crazy.
It get crazy.
Super fast. That's why I be like, yo, just lock in, bro. It be sounding cliche, but
Seems like it's true because everyone
talk.
say it once they make it. I mean, that's what they
bruh.
saying, bro. So, man, that's amazing.
like, we can't
bruh.
really explain it, bro.
Right.
It's like
can't.
everybody's story is gonna be different.
Everybody looking for an answer or
It's
one
no
size fit
answer,
all.
bro.
There
Right.
really ain't one.
Right.
You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? So,
It's really no answer. Everybody gonna have their own story and how they make it. You could take people's experiences and like, just and learn from them and be
Right.
like, okay, that worked for him. That worked for him. That didn't work for him. So not gonna do that. That's what I do. Like I all the old heads. Like I work with a lot of people that's older than me. Like a lot of the people I
Right,
work with, they're
right.
older than me and they done been through some wild
so
stuff.
you listen
know
to what
I
they
mean? So-
saying, so you ain't got to go through it yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I done went through some BS too. So I'm gonna tell people the BS I went through,
right.
but you know what I mean? I know I didn't have to go through as much BS as like people before me. You know what I mean? Because I listened to what they went through and just try not to go through that. Like literally. But just keep working. Everybody just gotta keep grinding.
Keep working, keep grinding. That's the advice of the day. Keep working, keep grinding, man.
All right. So yeah, bro. Like for real, bro. We definitely want to thank you for coming through, bro. Sharing all those gems, bro. Hey, you already know who it is, man. It's your boy Vision. Dead. It's your boy Q that. Y'all know the rest. Until next time.